What's up, everybody, and welcome to the House Show Podcast here at the Hideaway in Jackson, Mississippi. We appreciate you guys tuning in, and hopefully it's going to be a heck of a match tonight. Matches being plural, not singular. This is Corey, and to my right is my homeboy.
This is Joe. We are here at the Hideaway in Jackson, Mississippi, here for All or Nothing 3.
That's right.
From Pro Wrestling Ego.
And while we're waiting for Cowboy Scott to make it to the ring, we'll give ourselves a quick plug. If you guys like what you hear, tune into our podcast at houseshow.podbean.com. That's houseshow.podbean.com. Or you can find us over on anchor.fm at anchor.fm/thehousshow. Definitely find us. We're going to be doing weekly commentary on WWE and other events, probably some New Japan Pro Wrestling coming up soon. You definitely don't want to miss it.
Also, if you like our opinions and want to hear more from us, you can find us on Twitter at HouseShowPod or HouseShow_Joe.
Or HouseShow_Corey.
And we will do a lot of live tweeting there, a lot of responses to things that are happening in the wrestling world. You can also tune in daily on Anchor.fm and hear little news and tidbits and opinions and half-formed thoughts.
Always
from
half-formed.
Corey.
Yeah, always half-formed. I'm usually just kind of pulling it out of my butt as we go.
And that's the advertisement that will drive everyone to...
Hey, you mean he pulls it out of his butt? I gotta listen to more.
Hey!
That's right.
Cowboys got our announcer talking it over with our zebra for the night.
That's right.
A hush comes over the crowd.
As well as
Wrestling Ego. How's everyone tonight? That's what I like.
lively crowd here tonight.
Before we get started, y'all, we at Pro Wrestling Ego are kind of like one big family. And when something happens to one of us, it kind of happens to all of us. And when one of us mourn, all of us mourn. We had a member of our family pass this past week. Mr. Warren Perez, father of one of our fans, Susan Dorr, lost his life this week, kind of unexpectedly and tragically, and we'd like to do a 10-bell salute for him right now, if y'all don't mind. So, if y'all don't mind, stand up while we do this. This is one of the greatest honors that we can give him. Thank y'all very much. We appreciate that. All right, now, we've gotten past that. We're going to stop with the sadness. We're going to have a great night. We're going to have a good time. Is everybody ready for a good time?
Good time always had here at Pro Wrestling Ego.
We had a great card planned. We had a bunch of fun stuff going on tonight. We're going to go ahead and get into our first match and get it underway because we are running a little bit behind. My brother. We are running a little bit behind tonight, so we're going to go ahead and get our first match underway. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is good for one fall. With a 15-minute time limit. Come to the ring first. From his castle in London, England, the King, Bailey Blake.
King Bailey Blake making his way to the ring right now.
He's made it here all the way from his castle in England
I mean, that's a good 12-hour flight. That's no shortcomings. That's dedication right there. And the King coming to show us what he's got. Well, it's have to wait to see. He's spraying something on the audience. Looks to be some type of air freshener. I guess he's saying that the people here at the Hideaway stink. So I'm guessing I'm not going to get along with him too well.
Well, I'm sitting right next to you, and I'm here to say that he would not get along with you.
Thank you. And I don't stink either. And I would put the same niceties towards you, Joe.
Sure.
Spraying down Scott. Now that's just adding insult to injury right there. It's a catchy tune. I'll give him that.
It is definitely bowel rumbling.
And you would know.
That's what's happening right now.
Yep. No, I got you.
I'm just here to commentate. I'm just telling you what is happening in the action here at the Hideaway in Jackson, Mississippi.
Yep. And your bowels are rumbling. I got it. I got it.
Very, very true.
Yep, I got you. The audience letting the King know what they think about him.
One more time, you're going to walk up them stairs sideways.
Oh.
I'm telling you.
Scott taking no quarter and giving none.
Less than objective, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Certainly has an opinion, willing to let it be heard.
His competitor for tonight, Johnny Oma Lorman.
His opponent out of Miami, Florida, Johnny Oma Lorman.
Both these guys new to the pro wrestling ego scene. Really interested to see what they bring to the table tonight.
Oma endearing himself to the ego crowd here.
Absolutely.
Like I said, it's his first time here, but already making friends.
Which is not that difficult to do with the Jackson, Mississippi crowd. They're
Hey,
always
we are
interested.
the hospitality state.
You're darn
Really
right.
No way around that right
Yep.
there.
You know, Joe, that's the nice thing about sitting up here on the balcony with the headphones on. We hear each other, but we don't have to listen to King Bailey Blake.
I heard that. He said, shut up.
He did. The King said, "Shut up."
Yes, he did.
Okay, thank you.
Seems to be getting rattled awful easily for a king.
Right? Well, his subjects may not be as vocal as we are over here in the States.
That's quite true. Chance of Burger King,
Very good.
which I have to admit is quite appropriate.
It is. And makes me just a slightly bit hungry.
Yeah, well,
Although I don't eat Burger King, so what's that say?
like that's a moral thing for you?
It honestly is.
Wow. There goes that sponsorship.
Sweet Jesus. Were we being sponsored, Joe, and I didn't know it? You're
No,
supposed to tell me
but we
these things.
never will get it.
Never again from Burger King. I'm more of a Wendy's man.
Understand.
Truth be told, it's Whataburger for me lately. I do love the Whataburger. Now the King, frazzled. Johnny Oma Lorman getting checked out by the ref, making sure nothing funny is happening. And here we go. Johnny getting the crowd pumped up. The King asking him to turn it down just a bit.
Seems to be part of the King's strategy is to keep things slow, to keep the action.
Oh, well, tough enough. There's the lockup.
See, and it didn't really work out for him that well.
And the
I
king
think
is
he's
down.
probably wiser to take a slower approach.
Yep.
You know, I know they're both new competitors here, but King Bailey really is taking his time, really getting a feel for the room, for really understanding how things work here. at
Joe, are
Pro
you taking up
Wrestling
for the
Ego.
king?
It's not that I'm necessarily on his side. I'm just saying that he's got some strategy, whereas Oma's coming in, pumping up the crowd, and he's really
Yep.
looking to
And gets a kick
feed
for
off
his
of
trouble
that
right there in the
injury.
gut.
Exactly, and that's
King
where
off the ropes.
That's where the strategy can come into play.
The king takes a breather. A little bit worried about the solid frame of Johnny Oma Lorman. Oma
And there he
turns his
comes
back.
with a
And
double
it's
axe
just
handle that didn't really work out quite
It was
as
more
well
of a
as you might
hatchet
want.
handle in this case.
Yeah.
Oma with the king in the corner. Solid fist to the face. And a blow to the gut. And another one for the trouble. Looks like they're going to take a tour of the ring.
Little breadbasket tour.
Oh, I'm trying to cut down on carbs, but this is all right. Uno Mas, here we go.
Free kind of thing.
Oh. A nice hip toss to the other corner. With the 1, 2, out of 3. So far, the king, not that impressive. I'd call him more of a jester. Joe, what is your history with English fiefdoms?
My personal history.
Well, just knowledge more.
Listen, there's a lot of fighting between the clans.
Sure.
I signed some paperwork saying that I would not talk about it.
All right, I can
So I
respect that.
appreciate your sensitivity in this matter.
If I am anything, it is sensitive, sir. And the king attempting to kick. Oma's got the ankle. Spins. Scoops. And deposits. 1, 2.
It's going to take a little bit more than that. I know that he's almost on top right now.
Well, we got a 15-minute
Definitely.
time limit. You know, I have a feeling that Johnny's just kind of feeling it out right now. Coming in. Misses with that modified spear.
See, when you're playing the strategy game the way that King Bailey is,
Yep.
it's a game of inches. You sneak out of the corner, and all of a sudden you're on top. You're able to put in your move set and work at the pace that you want to work in.
King working Johnny's neck over on that second rope.
You got to do something to cut down his size because he definitely just can't stand in the ring and go blow for blow with a guy like Oma.
Absolutely. Choking him out on that second. The ref staying in control, which is always a nice thing to see. Bringing Oma off the ropes. Going for a cover. Quick 2 count and throws the king across the ring. Oma still got some strength going for him. Trying to get out of that loose lock there. Oh, kick to the chest.
Follows up by standing on
Good heavens.
his face.
That looks like it was neck and face.
Well, that's what happens for a king. You know, you have that podium, you have that stance. You're used to being a little bit taller. than
Stepping on the
most people.
commoners, as it were.
Well, I mean, I wasn't going to put it that
Here
way.
goes the
but
count. 1, 2, and he's off.
It's good to be the king, I understand.
Mel Brooks said it well.
With
King.
the knee drop. That gives Oma something to think about for a while.
The knees may be padded, but it doesn't mean that it hurts any less. King stretching out Oma right there in the corner.
Well, it helps when you got a thick skull like Oma probably does. I mean, look at that thing.
Well, he's an impressive man. I think the king said he's going to drown him.
Crown him. I
Crown
believe.
him.
Crown makes
Oh,
more
he's
sense.
crown-
Let's go with that.
Well, you know, the
Oma grabs him out of midair with the toss.
very nicely done. Oma with 1, 2, and he's out at 3.
Is there a form of shot put that involves throwing royalty?
I'll take a look at my books. I think it's possible. The king up on the corner going to crown him reminds me of one of my favorite movies, Ready to Rumble, with the great Oliver Platt and Martin Landau, the not-so-great Scott Conn, and David Arquette. Oma's got him in the graps. Right? Quick knees to the midsection, softening up the king.
And he could take this move to the club later.
Johnny, and a nice clothesline. King is in the middle. Johnny goes off. Elbow drop to the midsection. Here we go with 1, 2.
Not
King
quite.
barely gets it up at 3.
I think all of that energy that Oma's expended right there is leaving him down and a little breathless.
Dash.
Calling for some energy from the crowd right now.
We've got a special guest here. Dash, what are you thinking of the match so far?
I don't know where this king's coming from. He's weird.
Absolutely. We were just saying that same thing. We're not exactly sure that the king is much a royalty
Oma
at all.
With the drop to the mat, goes
Yeah.
for the pin.
What are we saying? Fried
Oh.
onions. What?
Fried onions. There's no good with that. No, I don't like them at all. Thank you, Dash, for coming in. We appreciate your expert opinion and your deep analysis.
Oma getting a little bit frustrated. Still calling for the energy from the crowd.
Oma tries a Superman punch and misses, unfortunately. King begging off. Oma scoops him. Drops him right on the chin. That's going to loosen up Oma for a second. A quick knee to the head.
If he can get him all the way over
1,
onto his back.
2. Oma with the elbow up. Or the shoulder, I should say.
The king is losing it. Frustration setting in.
King going for some type of foreign object.
Oh, he's got the spray. He's got the spray can.
Ref, come on, ref. You got to stay on top of this. Oma. Oh, my. Talk about the royal jewels.
A little low blow right there.
1,
Rolls him up.
2, 3, and that is it.
King Bailey Blake with the victory over Johnny.
Dirty pool, old man. Dirty pool.
Hey, it's the same game.
Absolutely, and the
Don't
W
hate
is a
the
W.
player, hate the game. Put
Johnny.
himself in the position that he needed to be in. Make the moves he needed to make. And it's his music that's playing right now.
Johnny feeling the effects. Still in the middle of the ring, writhing around in pain.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner from this castle in London, England.
I really don't know if he's feeling that much pain. He's just, it's shame, really. It's royal shame that
You think
he's
it's shame?
feeling.
All right.
Once the king has, really hit him with the scepter.
Is that what he's calling his leg? Is a scepter
I'm not
now?
sure if that's what he calls it, but
I think you could probably sell
I
that
think
to him
metaphorically, he has laid the scepter upon him.
upon his jewels. Yeah, no, I got it. It's a shame.
And it's really, there's nothing you can do at this point. Once
The king
shame really kicks in.
Wandering around, asking for people to kiss his ring.
Come on, what's wrong with these commoners? Why are they not kissing the king's
Joe,
ring?
listen.
He is the man with the victory right now.
You're
and
an
you kiss
American.
the ring.
You're an American citizen, and yet you are kowtowing to this foreigner. That is just a shame, sir. How dare you?
Listen, we are a land that
I know.
accepts everyone.
My family
And
comes from
especially
Scotland.
we
I
should
can't
be
talk.
accepting kings. Like, let's bring in the people who can really contribute
I don't
to
wanna-
a place like Pro Wrestling Ego. The king is here.
I don't want to make it political,
Let
but
his
I will
reign
say.
begin.
All right. Well, the king can only do a better job than our president. So, honestly, I'm fine with the king to that respect, but I haven't seen his plan laid out
He
yet.
has come out with a solid victory here
Yeah.
over Oma.
Oma's still in the center there.
Oma.
Oh my, Oma.
Oma.
Oma getting some respect from the audience.
Getting some pity claps from this crowd.
I don't think it's pity claps so much as they
Look at
respect
them.
the effort.
Some of them are weeping.
Oh,
Look
you
at that
know,
guy
it's
right
kind of
there.
emotional.
Look at him. That's not a happy weeping. It's,
No, at all. At
it's
all.
I don't even feel good about what I'm doing right now kind of weeping.
Well, first match down. King Bailey Blake winning over Johnny O'Malorman. Cowboy Scott making his way to the ring to give us the lowdown on match number 2. Scott's got a hell of a stretch there. You see him? Just one leg up on that ring and just pulled himself right in.
Well, that's how you mount a horse, right? You just step over it, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I do that every time I ride a horse.
Not
Joe.
really an expert on horses
No,
myself,
at all.
but I just assume that that's probably what happens.
Joe, have you ever ridden a horse?
I have, actually.
Have you?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yep.
Was it a pony? Tell the truth.
Yep. It was a real deal.
Okay.
It was a real deal.
And you stepped over it?
I did not say that I did that,
Okay.
but I think we can all admit that Cowboy Scott is going to be more adept at
I believe he
the
would.
stepping over of horses as I will. Cowboy is not in my name at all.
It could be, but it won't be. Golden Simon Phillips walking around the ring. There's a thing with capes tonight. That's our second cape that we've
we're
seen.
very capey. It's a cape night.
You know?
It's sort of like a little cape. It's like a half cape.
A capelet?
It's if it were on the front, it'd be a bib.
You know what? If there was a lobster on it, I could think it might be a bib. Yep.
If there was a little pocket on it, it would be for children.
You would put the children in the pocket?
No. When was the last time you used a bib?
I'll tell you, it's been 30
I
plus
got
years.
Kids, man, I need this job. You
I've
have
heard
a
that about
pocket
you.
on the front to keep all of that crap from falling down in their lap.
Oh, and
So it's got the
crayons
little
and stuff.
pocket.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I got you. Coming to the ring, a fan favorite and a staple here at Pro Wrestling Ego, Bubbler making his way down. Everybody loves Bubbler. All about the protein and Pop-Tarts. And he's got some of the finest calves in all the land.
Bubbler is fired up tonight.
And when you get a big boy like that fired up, it's going to be tough to quench that.
This is his golden opportunity to take down
Hey, look at you now.
golden
Simon Phillips.
Simon Phillips. I kept wanting to say Sam Phillips. That rolls off the tongue a little easier for me these days. But
You know what?
it's the Simon Phillips, golden Simon Phillips. Another new face here.
Absolutely.
in Pro Wrestling Ego.
More power to him. I love our old guard, but I love seeing the new guys coming in and exploring the
It really
circuit.
gives everything new life. I mean, these guys get to know each other really, really well.
Yep.
It makes the challenges of the matches that much stiffer,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also good to get some new blood in there, get some guys with some different moves, get them some new
Absolutely.
looks, and keeps everybody sharp.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, I'm not going to lie here. Golden Simon certainly looks golden. He's got a good physique, and he seems very confident in what he's going to do.
He's got some
I'm
bracers.
worried about what's going to happen to his confidence when he runs into the brick wall
Yeah,
that is Boot Boy Bubbler.
absolutely. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Bubbler, raising the
Is the
leg.
ref checking the skin of his calves right now? Is he just not
I mean,
believing?
there are big calves. He
Not
may have
believing
something
that those calves
slid
are-
into it. You know, I wouldn't put it past Bubbler. There goes the bell, and the match has begun. You know, I don't think that Simon should stick his chest out like that. It's going to get chopped real quick. And there we go. First volley. Protein and Pop-Tarts. Right there. You think they'd ever make a Pop-Tart with protein in it? Like a savory
Is that
Pop-Tart?
not just a Hot Pocket?
Hot Pocket.
That's what it is.
I mean,
That is
you
a
know, you're right.
Pop-Tart that has
I'm thinking more of
protein
like a glaze on the top Pop-Tart with like some barbecue pork in it. I don't know. I'm gonna use your notepad later and figure it out. Simon, taking a breather.
Taking a time
Walking
out.
it off.
I'm not even sure that those happen here at Pro
No,
Wrestling Ego.
absolutely not.
But possibly a little bit confused.
Golden Nugget. That might catch on.
Hey, again,
Ref,
getting
keeping
a little
the
bit
count.
hungry. What's with the food? The food chants.
You know, right here at the
Everybody.
Hideaway, we are next door to a lovely restaurant, and so I think people are just smelling the food fair over there.
They're smelling
Bubbler.
the gold of the golden nuggets.
Bubbler getting kicked in the back of the leg. Simon trying to shoot him off the ropes to no avail. Bubbler's going to show him how it's done here. Oh, and a thumb to the eye. Ref, there we go.
Well, he said something about it, but
But nothing has been called. Bubbler
much.
down to one wheel. Simon delivering a drop kick to that outside leg.
that breather really did Simon a lot of good.
think
He
so.
figured out a strategy. The way to take down a big man is to take out the trunk there.
Yep, absolutely. Leg wrapped up on the ring. Oh, good heavens. Bubbler trying to get back up. Quick shot to the ribs. Shoots him into the corner. I got a feeling there's a chop coming. And there it is. He heard it all the way up here. Quick blow to the head.
Just that juicy wet slap.
Bubbler's got him up. Simon out back and
Going right back
dives
to that
into
left leg, the lower extremity of that left leg.
Simon working it like a part-time job, kicking the upper thigh, dropping down onto that knee and just loosening it up.
Doing what you got to do. I mean, this is a solid strategy for a guy who is not put in a position to fight somebody far beyond his size. That shows a lot of experience and a lot of ring smarts on the part of Golden Simon Phillips.
Simon still keeping on that leg. Simon favoring that chest. Got Bubbler in the corner, shoulder blocks right into the section, kicking that knee. Bubbler shoving him off. Bubbler coming in and gets that leg taken right out from under him. Simon with a drop kick to the face.
It's the wrong place for Bubbler to take a breather right there.
Simon getting thrown off on two. Simon thinking he's going to scoop up Bubbler. Bubbler, back body drop.
Unwise.
Bubbler bringing up the crowd, trying to get the crowd behind him.
Trying to make up for that leg with a little bit of the crowd support.
Clothesline, shoulder block. Simon off, catches him like a baby. Bubbler still favoring that knee. And a body drop right there. 1, 2. Simon somehow gets that shoulder up on 2.
Some people do not understand that the being will end if you
just lay down.
You just lay down.
Stay down, please, Simon. Bubbler brings him up, got him on the shoulders. Simon with a quick elbow to the face and chops down that knee once again, bringing the Giant down. Good heavens. Simon with a modified crab. Low on that back. Bubbler reaching for that bottom rope. Absolutely in pain.
Factoring in everything, Simon's not varying up the attack as much as he is just continuing it for longer than you might normally.
Right.
That's the strategy he's going with right now, and he's got Bubbler in a pretty bad position.
Yes, he
Bubbler
does.
rolls over, kicks him off.
Bubbler measuring him up. Simon comes in, back on the top shoulders there. Bubbler looking to probably do a back body. Good heavens. Ref comes in with 1, 2, 3, and Simon is out. Golden Simon Phillips, a good showing, but not enough to keep the big man down. But Bubbler definitely feeling those effects for a while.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Bubbler.
Coming in next. Let's see what happens. Simon taking his tour, getting his capelet.
Simon is upset.
Well, I think
What
he would
is
be
it?
too. People calling for the quack. Oh, there it is. The mighty duck himself, Orion Taylor, making his way to the ring with that Styles belt.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the ring at this time, your Styles.
Orion Taylor, a force to be reckoned with, even with his small stature. You definitely don't want to put him down. That's a heck of a mask he's got there. Orion, a man of the people, coming to us from Dallas, Texas. Although family's still here in Mississippi. The Mighty Duck has held on to that Styles belt for quite a while, Joe, and represented it well every single time.
Absolutely. So he arrives down here for this match. Seems as though he's going to take on Boot Boy Bubbler.
Yep.
Who just finished his match with Gold Simon Phillips.
It's a heck of a thing to ask a man to go through 2 matches back to back.
Well, and this is where the long-term strategy comes in. Simon Phillips doesn't come out with the win, but he has definitely weakened the limb there of Boot Boy Bubbler.
He did Orion a favor. Both these guys, friends, a friendly handshake, but they know what's got to get done here. Hand of the belt over to the ref. And it is for the belt, the Styles Championship here at Pro Wrestling Ego. Hashtag Pro Wrestling Ego. Ref doing his duty, checking it out. He's already checked Bubbler, no need to do it again.
I think you still need to check out those calves, though. They are unreal.
Absolutely.
Can't take anything for granted there.
All right, here we go. Orion Taylor, fresh. Bubbler, feeling the effects. It's like a modern day Davey and Goliath. Orion working those legs. Bubbler catches him, tosses him off into the corner. Gives him a quick clothesline for his trouble.
That is a lot of meat that is running to you,
Yeah,
you in the corner there.
Good heavens, just swings Orion right off, and Bubbler went down. That wheel still showing some pain. Orion, quick shots, loosened up those ribcage, tossed off again. Big miss. Orion comes in again with those shoulder blocks. Nice and low, going up top. Five and off. Coming back again.
I just don't think a strategy of pounding him in the corner is really something that's going to favor Orion at this point. The speed is what he's got over Bubbler, and that's just really the game he's got to play. If he tries to get into Bubbler's game, that's not going to work out for Orion Taylor.
No, but I can appreciate him going up top and weakening that head. Giving him a headache in addition to that leg trouble is definitely a way to knock down the Giant.
I can't guarantee that hitting Bubbler with anything
Swift
over
kick to
his
mid.
head is going to weaken that meatball.
And Orion with a quick clothesline, and he's down. Bubbler with the quick cover. 1, 2. Orion out at 2.5.
Orion really has got to keep moving. I know that he just took some pretty serious damage from
Yep.
Bubbler right there, but
Bubbler scoops him
standing still.
and drops him down. Going for the cover again. 1, 2, and Orion out at 3. The thing that they got to do right now is Bubbler's got to find a chance to catch that wind back and definitely slow down Orion. And honestly, I would say the best way to slow down Orion is also knock those legs out, because that's where that speed's coming from.
Orion keeps rolling back towards where he's
Well, not
getting
anymore.
kicked by Bubbler.
Taking it to the outside, and Bubbler's happy to go out there with him onto the parquet, just knocking him down right in front of the paying audience here at Ego.
That's like getting hit with a turkey.
A frozen
Someone
turkey
just hit you with a turkey on a stick.
face to the outside of that ring. Not that any part of the ring is soft by any means, but that outside metal frame is definitely not one to have collide with your head. Scoops
It
him
would
up.
look friendly if you didn't know what was about to happen.
Absolutely. Drops him right onto his back.
Orion just gets pancaked right onto that apron.
No good there. Ryan rolling back in. Bubbler following suit.
What's the sound of one hand clapping? Bubbler slapping.
Oh, and
belly.
Bubbler attempting to do a squash and gets met with nothing. Ryan rolling around, breathing heavy. Bubbler crawling over. Scooping him up.
Gets to the point in a match like this that Bubbler just really has the girth that if he
Oh, and a high
if he
knee.
would just lay down on top of Orion, I don't know if there's much Orion could do about it at this point.
Oh, and a solid kick to the face. Ryan going for the cover.
Oh,
Up at 2 1/4.
that was close.
The audience doesn't agree with the ref, but the ref's count is law. You could almost say
Crowd
he's
having it.
sliced alone.
Crowd's having a tough time deciding who they're wanting to win here.
Absolute-
But both of these men are so over with these crowds.
It is divided.
It's almost win-win for the crowd. Someone they love is about to win this match.
Yep. Orion off of the top of Bubbler. Bubbler kicking out at 2. You can see Orion's definitely getting frustrated. Wonder what he's got to do to keep this big man down, and it's going to be a lot more than what's happening now. Grabbing him up.
I'm
Good
not sure
heavens.
what's about to happen right here.
Orion
but
thinks
it
he's got
terrifies
him.
me.
Oh, there's a stretch for one. Orion going again.
There's a hernia right there.
Bubbler, show him how it's done. Back body drop. High back body drop.
Bubbler breaking the reach and rolling Orion over, laying on top.
1, 2. Orion kicks out.
Yep.
It's tough to keep the Mighty Duck down. I've seen him take on a little more complex. Definitely not many bigger guys.
Trying to
The
slap
Bubbler.
that knee into submission.
Yep.
Wake it up and say, hey, we got work to do.
Get those nerves firing back on that knee. Scoops up Orion. Orion in precarious position, gets thrown off, lands on his feet. Orion up. Oh, and Bubbler just scoops him.
Straight down.
Slam right onto the
2.
Orion out at 2. This audience doesn't know what to do right now.
A little bit of frustration on Bubbler's part.
Well, certainly.
He's not really giving himself a break here. He's really just completed a match and now has been going deep into this match, and really nothing to be ashamed of at this point.
Well, he's got that frustration, also the frustration of having to fight one of your friends. You got to put the friendship aside and know that it's all
Bubbler calling
business.
for it. Orion
Ryan.
getting to the elbows.
Loosen up that jaw, comes off, goes up, inverted
Oh.
right onto the back, draped across 1, 2, and
And
there's
3.
3. Orion Taylor keeping that Styles Championship around his waist. Hell of a match.
Hell
Well
of a-
done to both men. And Orion is spent. And hopefully both these men can still realize it was solely business and keep that friendship intact.
Bubbler's really spent over on the other side of the ring. He's burying his face down, finally rising up. Nothing to be ashamed of. 2 solid matches from Boot Boy Bubbler.
Absolutely. Orion holding that belt up high, something definitely to be proud about. Going over to his friend, making sure the Bubbler's all right. Brings him up. That's nice right there. It's always good to see some friendliness and competition. Hell of a match by both these guys, and Bubbler returning suit. Well done indeed, gentlemen. Once again, I am Corey. My buddy Joe right here beside me. We represent the House Show Podcast, and we are here tonight at the Hideaway in Jackson, Mississippi with a little pro wrestling ego.
You can find Pro Wrestling Ego on Facebook and on Twitter.
Absolutely.
And if you're seeing this and see things you like and you want to tell your friends about it, you can always hashtag Pro Wrestling Ego.
That's the one. Scott back in the ring. It's nice when Scott takes up for the Zebras.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is good for one.
Oh, well. We know that song all too well. It means that Joey Abel's in the house. And that also means that Joey's coming down to talk our ear off. Settle in, kids.
Listen, Joey Abel's
Grandpa's got something on his mind.
Joey Abel's got something he wants to tell us about, all right?
Obviously, otherwise we wouldn't hear his music. And being the current champion, I suppose that allots him a bit of our ear.
The man with the belt has got words for the people, all right?
I understand.
So that's what's about to happen in this room. Everybody needs to have respect for that belt.
Joe, I hope he pays you well, because I don't pay you squat.
Hey, we can respect every one of these belts, all right?
Sure.
This is the Pride
Sure.
Champion of Pro Wrestling Ego. He is here to tell us something important news coming from the Joey Abel,
Yeah.
the Renegade.
You know, the way he tosses that belt around, I think Ray Fury had a lot more respect for the belt than what we're seeing out of Joey Abel. Interestingly, Joey's still wearing Ray Fury's merchandise, one of his new tees that you can find at the merch table.
As much hate as he has for Ray Fury, let's be honest, those shirts are comfortable.
Absolutely.
They are comfortable. They show the guns.
Joey's got that swagger that just crawls under your skin.
Instead of really working out, he just works on that. He just swaggers
Just the swagger.
around the gym.
Yeah. Hey, there's something, at least he's getting his steps in.
There you go.
Nothing
That's
wrong with
right.
that.
Fitbit.
And the belt falls to the ground. Honestly, Joey, you can hear what the audience thinks of the champ. Disabled. My goodness. The audience not pulling any punches.
I believe it's differently abled. Come on, people. Some respect for our Pride Champion.
Handicap able.
Easy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think he does get a better parking spot now that he's the Pride Champion.
Probably does.
Oh, you don't care that I've been so happy. I bet your daddy cared. Oh, blame him. Who hurt his knee? You said this was my last time.
Joey's arguing with
Who told you
some
that?
little girls, probably the oldest age of 8.
And these sassy children really need to be shown who is the boss, and the boss is the
I think
man
they're showing
with
Jay-
the
I think they're showing
Pride
Joey who's the boss.
Championship.
These little girls are going toe-to-toe with
They
him,
need
and
to
he's
have
reeling.
some respect.
I mean, honestly, it is past their bedtime, so they've probably been given a lot of sugar as well.
These kids today get all hyped up.
On the goofballs, the Laffy Taffy.
Listen, little girl, just sit down and take a selfie, all right?
They still got pixie sticks,
I think they do.
mainline, and those
They
bad
have
boys.
They have the big ones, like
Oh,
the really
Jesus.
big ones that
Yeah.
are plastic.
No good will come of that.
Huge. Huge.
Hey,
Joey
y'all
just taking his
volunteered
time.
to see me, so we can do this all night.
Must respect the champion.
You
I
really
been
don't
known
have
hijack
to.
the ring. I'm just saying, we can stay here all night. Y'all can look at me.
I mean, Joey does have a point. You really can't make him leave as much as you'd like to.
See, this guy in the green shirt got it. He said, yes, yes. How you gonna talk about a little kid like that? All right, so let's get serious. I'm gonna get serious for a minute.
All right, listen, kids, when you're doing the no sign with the delete, keep it low. Don't go up like some of these people in the audience are. That's a whole different sign.
I'm gonna stay here all night. You ain't gonna get to make that far.
I think we can agree that there's
in November
aggression on many
2002,
sides right now.
Many sides.
There's the side over there, the side over there, there's the outside, there's the inside. Lots of aggression.
Lots of sides. I got it.
Some of it passive.
Not many of it.
Met this guy. He said he was training to be a professional wrestler.
Oh, here we go.
And I always grew up watching it, so I said, man, I'm going to give that a shot.
Oh, Steve Austin's rolling around in his $1 million bed right now.
Let me finish.
As much as I don't like Joey Abel, he does know how to get a reaction out of a crowd.
So, 15 years, 2-time side rack, so I had to take a break for 2 years. And then in 2010, I come back and me and a guy by the name of Jay Andrews decided to let's start a company together. And we started Pro Wrestling Ego.
It's very true. Joey's been here from the very beginning with Jay Andrews and his partner.
So me and Jay ran Pro Wrestling Ego together for probably 7 or 8 months. And we were also a tag team known as the Fanatics. So
Digging up the
I've been known
archival history of Pro Wrestling Ego, the Fanatics.
So I got
You can look it up at the Wikipedia page.
And I run off and left Pro Wrestling Ego. So hold on. Fast forward to
Joey, this is the ADD generation. You're going to have to speed it up, kid.
2015, 2014, somewhere in there. I get a call from Jay, and he said, hey man, you want to come do a show for Ego again? Yeah, I'd love to. So I came, and they were running Clinton at the time, the Clinton Bowling Alley. So I came and did a show, not thinking I was going to be here for the next 2.5 years, entertaining you guys. So I become a mainstay.
Oh, good heavens. He's still going, isn't he?
The last 2.5 years.
I'm going to go,
He's got more to talk about, all
go
right?
to the bathroom.
Just have a seat,
It's going somewhere.
listen to the man. That's all you got to do. Have a seat and listen to the man.
So for 1.5 years at Pro Wrestling Ego, I was a good guy, shaking the hands, kissing the babies, and I decided I never was the guy in the wrestling companies I worked for. And I felt the only way to do that was to be, I don't want to say the one word, so I was going to be a jerk, let's put it that way. So I was going to be a jerk to the fans. They never bought my t-shirts, and all these young guys were coming up. And
Didn't we discuss last time that Joey Abel's t-shirts were simply Hanes 3-packs with the name Abel written on it with black magic marker?
y'all were buying their t-shirts and the Boo Boys t-shirts. So
Definitely crooked.
Well, yeah, he's right-handed, so he's got that slight slant. I'm left-handed. I got the same thing, just an opposite way.
Really? You try to take down all right-handed people? Really?
If you ain't left, you ain't right.
So I become the Pro Wrestling Ego
Oh,
champ.
hashtag. You say hashtag, right?
But if you ain't left, then you are right.
Hold on, this is my story.
That does not compute.
If you left, you ain't
If y'all
right.
want to tell a story, y'all
I'm trying to listen to Joey Abel. I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, now we're listening to the Pride Champion.
Oh, you got to throw that in my face? Fine. Yes.
What?
the Pride
What you
champion.
said before? I'm gonna throw that. I'm going to remember a conversation for more than 5 minutes.
I got no time for remembering.
So 15
Trying to call a show.
2 divorces, I lost 2 wives.
Good heavens. Laying it all out there, Joey. Kayfabe, baby.
Probably because I talk too much, and probably because we ain't gonna go with other problems. But we'll say I talk too much. Okay?
Joey has taped something across the front
So
of the Pride Championship.
That is E4L.
E4L.
For the last year, I've been wrestling on shot, knee, and shot. And then
Is that ego for life?
After the match with Fury, that I have a partially torn rotator cuff. And
Oh, good heavens.
so I have 14 years military service.
Thank you for your service.
Just signed on full time. So I gotta do another 15 years until I can retire full time. And talking with my wife, she wrestled too. We decided that, hey, I can't jeopardize my family, can't jeopardize my military career. So if Jay Andrews would come down here,
Interesting. Joey calling for Jay Andrews to make his way down the steps. Thankfully, they turned the lights on so Jay didn't trip down those steps. They are precarious.
Fair enough. There is Jay Andrews,
Co-founder
proprietor
of Pro Wrestling.
of Pro Wrestling Ego.
There we go.
So I did faced it enough. So what I'm gonna do tonight is, this is the next to the last. So I got one more match. Next Saturday night, Raleigh, Mississippi's it. So
Good heavens.
Wow.
Shade
That
here in the
child just turned
hideaway.
heel.
Good
My
heavens.
God. Wow.
Joey's asking
A
that
man
child
is
to come
talking
in.
about retiring, and a
Oh,
child
goodness.
just said, good.
And she's made her way into the ring.
I ain't got no opponent tonight now. We can settle this tonight.
Joey calling out a child.
You know what? Oh, you don't wanna fight me?
I've seen Kenny Omega fight a 7-year-old girl. This might not go well.
My God.
Joey giving her a chance.
I could beat you with one punch, and then you'd be out like a knockout.
So this,
One punch knockout this little girl is calling for.
No, but he could beat you up.
but it took him more than one punch.
Why you're lying?
Wow.
Ah,
So I'm gonna fight
This
right
girl.
here first. You gonna shake my hand?
No.
she is sassy and I like it.
See your sister cheering for me now. Happy birthday.
Listen, I'm not going to lie.
Oh,
There's a part of my heart that would love to see this kid get the RKO.
Good heavens, sir. That's you've got 5 children. Would you want one of your children to receive an RKO?
If my kid was sassing like that hard,
You would let Joey Abel just lay him out?
yes.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna
God,
do
it's like I
this.
don't even know you anymore.
Do as you see fit.
I mean,
And then I wanna
not the
call Ray
6-month-old.
Fury out here.
Violet could probably put some paint on him. So Joey has said he's got one more match after this one, and then he's going back into full-time military service. And we thank him for his service as we thank all the other members of the military serving now and that have served in the past.
Absolutely.
And with that tune, here comes Ray Fury. Ray Fury, another one of those mainstays here, Pro Wrestling Ego, and also for Federated out in New York.
Wait, they're both wearing a shirt that says Ray Fury.
It's like Good Spock and Evil Spock. Which one has the goatee? That's a deep cut, kids.
Which one is Ray? I'm confused.
It's the one with the mask, Joe.
Which one is the mask?
Jesus, Joe.
I mean, one of them is a
told you to
Joey
quit
Abel
drinking.
mask instead of a luchador mask.
And that's a scary mask.
And it is real.
It is real
so
scary.
realistic. It's amazing.
Ray Fury, got a mic.
And
So,
a plate
Ray,
in his
this
head,
is probably
apparently.
the first time we've ever been in the ring with each other, and I'm not going to be hostile. So just hear me out. So, I said Ray Fury was selling all these shirts. The Boo Boys were selling all these shirts. So,
One person was excited about the selling of
15
shirts.
years
They probably bought it.
I think that was from the merch table.
And I never grasped for the spotlight, right? I was just fine man in the background. But these guys reach for it every night. They want to be the number one thing on the show, right?
Absolutely.
Fury, the Boot Boys. So I applaud him for giving it his all. Because I just sat in the background all the time. And for the last year, I know I've been a thorn in his side and he's been a thorn in my side. But, hold on, man. But I don't want to call him a kid because that's a kind of a disgrace in our business to call him a kid.
Absolutely.
But this man and guys like the Boot Boys are the future of professional wrestling in Mississippi.
There we go.
So we'll let bygones be bygones, and I appreciate the war, Fury. And I tip my hat to you and I say it's yours, sir.
Joey Abel finally showing some respect for Ray Fury. Could Joey have had a turn of heart?
First of all, can I get a yeet? Yeet, yeet. It sounds like you're being sincere, Joey. Does it sound like
He's
you're
right
being
to be a
sincere?
little dubious here.
The audience is trying to put some sense into Ray's head. There is reason to be slightly conscious about Joey having ulterior motives.
Hey, hear him out, hear him out. The man has been wrestling for years and years and years, and his body is telling him no. That's something I can respect, and one day I'm gonna probably have to do the same thing for another young man. So with all due respect, Joey, I respect what you did for this business, and I thank you.
Well, there we go. A little respect and a handshake in the center, looking eye to eye.
It was that easy. It was that easy.
Joey's still laying on with that little girl.
Your mom got that.
That girl's going to turn heel. I'm telling you.
We've got some people coming down here. Barry Wolf. It looks like Chris Crunk. Not sure what they're doing by ringside.
Oh,
And
here
there's
comes
Monty. Well,
Monty Warbucks. I had no idea he was going to be here tonight.
well, there he is in large and living color, representing the what, Joe? The 304. That's the area code that
Don't
he
make me
lives.
say that. The 304.
You seem to be supporting these guys
You better
tonight.
stay off the rope. I don't have a problem with saying that word to you. You haven't earned that yet. Shut your mouth.
Barry Wolf,
Look here,
another
Eric.
veteran
You
of
forgot
the
something
indie
with that
scene.
little story, but we're gonna let that pass. You want to just lay down for this man, this kid? You're gonna lay down for a kid after everything that's happened. Tell you what, why don't you lay down for one of us?
See,
This doesn't look good.
I appreciate everything. Barry, I started training with you. You were one of the first guys I met. And this man has been a mentor to me. But regardless of all that, and you helping me win the championship or whatever, I'm just gonna go and tell you, I ain't laying down for anyone.
Barry coming in. Chris Kronk taking on Ray Fury. Monty picking sides coming in. Deciding to take off Ray also.
Barry Wolf laying into Joey Abel.
And Joey and Barry and Monty
Oh,
were
here
all.
comes-
There goes Jay with
here
a
comes
chair.
Jay with
Good
a chair.
heavens. Jay clearing the ring. You don't see many management taking a chair to the talent, but Jay's got no problem with it.
Jay was trying to give Joey a spot to do things right.
Absolutely.
He was doing it.
Yep.
Coming in and defending what he needs to defend. The honor of his
Lineage, as it were.
That's
His
right.
name. Ray Fury asking him, come on back in.
Okay, Barry. I don't necessarily think I accept that, but I respect that. Hold on, man. This ain't the 504, this is 601.
Oh, the 504. I said the 304 earlier.
You did
That's
say
a whole
the
different. I
304.
bet.
I think that's like
Monty Warbucks, I apologize.
northeast Montana or something.
It's beautiful. The 504 is where Monty's from. I apologize, Monty. Yeah. And they're repeating with the 601, which is the Jackson, Mississippi area code.
Hey, all
Or
right.
662.
I really don't want to get into some type of zip code rumble.
Ludacris would tell you different.
So, if this is my last match in Pro Wrestling Ego, I wanted one tonight. 1, 2, 3. my newfound friend, 1, 2, and if I'm going out, I might as well go out of ego with the man that started ego with me. So the Fanatics and Ray Fury versus... What is he? Oh, he's part of the experience too. Roger
okay.
that. So, if I'm gonna do it in ego, we might as well make it big.
Jay coming out of retirement, as it were.
So Fanatics are reuniting here tonight with Ray Fury.
Fanatics and Ray
Take
Fury
on the experience
with Chris
and
Crunk.
Chris
I'm
Crunk.
gonna put my gear on, Monty Warbucks. Many dudes had some wars. We might as well burn the place down tonight.
It's going to be a hell of a thing tonight, kids. I don't think we've seen a match like this in the time that I've been a part of Ego. This is going to be a hell of a main event. And we're looking forward to it right here at the Hideaway. Ray taking a swing.
Things could get started soon.
You know, Monty may be on the big side, but I've seen some impressive moves from him. I wouldn't count him out at all against someone as quick and resilient as Ray Fury.
Ray may move quick.
There's a young woman
Monty
in the
moves
audience.
like a lava lamp. You just can't stop him.
There's a woman in the audience who wants a piece of Monty. The ref is having to stand in between them. She's got a chair. She's looking for some business here. I'm not going to say that she's liquored up, but it's a possibility.
My goodness.
You never know what's going to happen here in Jackson, Mississippi, folks. We may be the hospitality state, but don't think that they won't take a chair to somebody
Sometimes
real quick.
that hospitality is a chair upside your noggin.
Yes. Security making his way over there to the woman in the chair, asking her to cool her pies. Well, never a dull moment right here at the Hideaway with Pro Wrestling Ego. You can find them on YouTube, you can find them on Facebook and Twitter, and I believe you can even find them on Instagram. Look up Pro Wrestling Ego wherever your social media outlets are.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you're hearing from Corey and myself, we are The House Show. You can hear our podcast. You can find us at House Show.
You can find us at houseshow.podbean.com.
I was thinking it was House Show Pod.
Yeah.
But it's houseshow.podbean.com. You can also find us on Twitter at House Show Pod.
Yep.
Or House Show _Joe.
Or House Show _Corey.
And you can find us on all other platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and at Anchor.fm, where you can hear daily updates on WWE, New Japan, and Global Force and Ring of Honor
Absolutely.
sometimes.
We try and cover as much as we can. We're only two men. We got families, but we're doing our best.
We got kids. We need this job.
This is a first. People are saying, thank you, Joey. I mean, I'm not saying that hell is frozen over,
And
but it's getting a little frosty.
And it's usually after he's left
Yes,
that
this time
everyone
he is still in the
thanking
ring.
them for him for
He
leaving.
is still in the building.
This time he is here.
Speaking of in the building,
Cowboy Scott has been in the ring, and it is about time to start up our next match. Got some tag team action coming your way.
I can dig it.
Introducing first from Brooklyn, New York, by proclamation of the World Wrestling Commission, Queen of the Southeast, one half of the Bonnie and Clyde of pro wrestling, Miss Stormy Lee.
Stormy Lee, half of the Bonnie and Clyde of wrestling with Francisco Ciazzo. We love seeing women wrestling, and you're about to see some good stuff coming right now.
Speaking of women wrestling, we did have a pre-show match that
Yes.
started before tonight's card, and that was a match between the White Widow and newcomer Candy Crush.
It's our first time to see both women. They put on a great match. Candy Crush came out with the win and came out with the candy as well, which was always appreciated.
Crowd was very happy to see that.
Wouldn't you be?
I was very happy. I was less happy that I did not receive any of the candy from Candy Crush.
You got the diabetes, Joe.
I do got the diabetes. So I do have a gift from Candy already.
Yep.
So I suppose
Congratulations. It's a gift that keeps on giving.
Gift that keeps
I've
on
been
giving.
requested to ask y'all to stand on your feet and show her some respect as their leader.
Well, there was one young lady who was happy to stand on her feet, but then her husband told her, no, you really don't have to.
Most people who are standing are usually on their way to the bathroom or
From
something.
the east side of New Orleans.
Coming from the New Orleans, Amaya Jade to take on Stormy Lee tonight. We've seen Amaya before, and she is an impressive figure. Women's wrestling is here, and we hope it's here to stay. Francisco Ciazzo telling Stormy to relax for just a bit. I imagine we'll see her in his corner later on tonight. I will say that I do like Stormy's ring wear. A nice suit look there. Very professional and very reminiscent of Bonnie and Clyde. Well, she's got no problem with talking to the audience.
It's not a good look when the wrestlers before the match even get started, letting the crowd get under their skin this bad.
Yeah.
Both Francisco and Stormy having a tough time navigating this crowd. Telling you, the moment there with the experience coming in and setting this match, the big match, the main event for tonight, really got this crowd livened up and really starting to interact a lot more.
Absolutely, and I'm glad for it.
They're getting sassy.
All right, here we go, ref. Checking them
Can't have
out.
any more 8-year-old girls getting involved.
Oh, come on, show the ref a little respect. The man's just trying to do his job. Both women are ready. Calling for the bell, and here we go. Circling each other, feeling it out.
There's the lock up.
Stormy coming in, getting pulled in with that headlock from Amaya. Amaya keeping it low.
Trying to keep that leverage.
Absolutely.
Stormy's definitely a little bit taller than Amaya, so she's trying to get all the leverage she can get.
Amaya's got that size on her. Stormy coming out of that hold. Got a hold of that hair, it looks like. Brings her back in. And a nice... Oh,
Grabs hold of the ropes.
there we go. That's some good ring awareness right there from Stormy. Ref didn't see it. It didn't happen, honey. Sorry. I mean, we saw. We were up here in the balcony.
Well, if the ref's hair was in front of his eyes, he'd probably see it a little bit better.
Now, listen, it's not as bad as Beaver, but it's a little length.
Well,
Stormy getting that arm worked on. Oh, brings her right down. Amaya in control. Stormy grabbing for those rings again. Francisco calming her down.
little advice from Francisco from the outside.
Audience also giving Stormy some advice, calling her a scaredy cat.
Not really advice. That's more of an insult.
Potato, potato.
I'm telling you, this crowd really could show a little bit more respect.
I think you could show a little more common sense.
Hey,
Amaya
I think it's
bringing
common
Stormy
sense.
to the back.
It is definitely common sense to show respect to the people who are coming in here, who have the skills and the talent to put on a show that we're gonna really enjoy here.
You know
gotta
what?
do,
You know
just a
what,
little bit
Joe?
of respect.
You're right. You're right, Joe. I apologize. Stormy sending Amaya off. Amaya leapfrogs off. And a nice arm drag. Another one. Let's make it 3, shall we? Nope. Scoops her up. Nice slam right in the middle. Amaya trying to go for that
Lee
pin.
taking the opportunity to take a little walk there.
She's got a seat. over by the RSVP section.
That's right. Francisco Ciazzo's got her sitting down, giving her a little bit of air, a little bit of coaching.
Ref staying on the count.
That's the best part about being on a team. You got somebody who's got your back, got somebody who can have a little objectivity, let you know what's going on in the ring, and can give you a little bit of strategy.
It's like me and you, Joe.
That's never happened. You've never given me any strategy.
You've never been in the ring.
Never helped.
If you were in the ring, I would give you help and strategy.
Wow.
Francisco
That's the
warming
worst.
up on the outside. I'm not sure exactly what he was doing. There's some deep knee lunges. Stormy got Amaya on the rope.
Listen, like a good cheerleader, you do what you got to do to make your team win, all right?
Yep, you got me. Stormy, a little bit of offensive. Speaking of Stormy, our thoughts and prayers go out to the people of Texas and Louisiana. You like that? You like that, Joe? Stormy taking control of Maya on the ground. Stormy just squatting over her, patting her on the head. A little patronizing. Just rubbing her face onto the mat. Good heavens.
I'm going to show some respect. We're going to rub some respect right into your face.
Obviously so. Obviously so. You know, folks, I don't disagree with the audience very much, but I will now. They're telling Stormy that she can't wrestle, but frankly, she's showing quite the opposite, that she can wrestle. Stormy not necessarily staying on top of Amaya. Amaya, there we go. Amaya had enough to catch her breath, and that's all you need right now, folks. Stormy, pulls that hair, and Amaya is down. Stormy calling that she pulled her shirt, but frankly, I never saw the fabric move.
Got her locked up right now. Continuing to wear down Amaya.
Got that chin just pulled back, applying pressure on that neck.
Francisco really needs to get his head in the game here. He's getting completely distracted by the crowd. He's going to have a tough time when he gets into his match later on in the card here.
Yep, I believe so. Frankly, that's okay with me. Stormy coming off the ropes. Shoulder block into Amaya. Amaya doesn't even go down. Stormy going to try it again. Amaya just kind of winded. Down to one knee. That's never a good sign. Stormy going off the ropes one more time, and Amaya with a huge shoulder block. One more for her troubles. Good heavens. 1, 2. Stormy somehow kicks off.
That count was a little quick, I got to admit, right there. Come on now, ref.
He got caught up just like the rest of us did.
Getting the adrenaline going, but he's got to stay objective here.
All right, here we go. Amaya sending Stormy off. Stormy bring her back. And Francisco from the outside with a quick
she
pull.
Lost her footing. That's what I saw.
She lost her footing.
She lost her footing. Well, her feet were moving, and then they weren't. She lost her footing.
And Amaya with the quick pin. Stormy with the win. Good heavens. Francisco was all over that. There's absolutely no reason for something like that to happen. But they're keeping with tradition, and they're dirty as can be. Francisco raising the hand of his better half. Stormy Lee is the winner tonight over Amaya Jade. Amaya put in a hell of a show, as did Stormy. Well, it's a shame to see, but I have a feeling that's not the last we'll ever see of Amaya Jade.
She did admirably, and she lasted as far as she can, but there is a certain amount of strategy that goes into professional wrestling. And Stormy Lee and Francisco Ciazzo, they have a great strategy. They are a great team when they work together.
They are the Bonnie and Clyde of wrestling. There's
And
no doubt about
so,
that.
Therefore, Stormy Lee comes away with the victory.
Yep. Cowboy Scott making his way to the ring. And around it. And over towards Amaya.
Come on, pro wrestling media. Y'all do better than that. Y'all give this young lady a hand. Hold on.
Absolutely. Excellent effort put forth by Amaya Jade.
I know you are. Will you do me a big favor and a great honor? You mind staying out here and taking a few pictures with these fans? What do y'all think?
Cowboy Scott asking Amaya if she'll stick around for some photos, and she's more than happy to oblige. Which means that we are at intermission right now, folks.
We're gonna take a brief intermission, y'all, and then you'll
And Joe and myself will be right back with you in just a few moments.